Hello everyone, the same thing this side. So here I'm going to showcase the solution of my assignment that for the intern position. Let's see quickly. So that is hosted on localhost 3000. So this is our expense tracker. So this is the home page. Now we quickly navigate to the bottom sections. So we have 6 features. First of all is expense addition. Second is expense editing. We have monthly budget setter and monthly expense savings as well, analytics and smart suggestions. And this the interface is very simple, easy to navigate. So let's quickly go through the dashboard. Okay, so let's come across to the dashboard. So this is our dashboard. We have implemented 4 features. Much more features are there inside the other tabs. So here is the first tab, that is add the expenses. We have amount, category, all the category are already listed, and then there's the payment methods, and we can add notes as well, and then we can add the expenses. Let's add one simple expenses, 1500 for let's say entertainment and net banking, and notes is this is sample payment. Okay, so let's add an expenses. So we have to just wait for a moment. The expense is added. Now we can see that expense in our view expense panel. This is a slightly complex panel which have a search feature, a filtration feature, and monthly limit spending feature, history saving, and here is our pagination feature. And then this is the expense that we added. Okay, so we can edit the expense, like for example I want this is 1600, so I can edit it. So it is edited in the dashboard immediately, and I can delete. For example, say I am forget to so I want to delete this expense, or I want to delete this expense. So simply click on this and the expense is deleted out. And now I can search the expenses by a category. For example, I want to see food category. So now you can see that the food feature, the items that contains food as a category is shortlisted out, and I can remove that thing, and again all the features come in place. Now you can filter that by category as well. For example, I want to see entertainment, so I can see all the entertainment feature are there inside, and I can segregate inside that particular feature. For example, there is a all entertainment feature. I can segregate to, for example, cash only. So I can segregate it to cash only, like. So there are two-way filtration as there. One is based upon entertainment, a second is and another layer of cash. And now I can reset the payments, reset the filters as well. And then I can set a monthly limit. For example, I have a 10,000 of 10,500 as a monthly limit. So my limit is added. This limit is has application on the analytics tab, and I can save my monthly history data in the backend as a backup. Let's go to the analytics panel. So this is my analytics panel. Let's wait for, okay, the analytics are prepared. So this is like, we can say that the limit is breached because I in the last panel, in the last view expenses tab, I set the limit to be 10,500. Here is 98,000, so the limit is breached. So we have a signal out of there, and these are our top 3 categories where we did our spending. First is shopping, traveling, and healthcare. And this is a payment method that we use the most for, like for example, we did credit card the most, then UP, and then net banking. Here is our pie chart which shows all the all the category spending, that is shopping, travel, health, bills, etc. like we can hover over it and see how much we spend upon that particular category. And here is our spending based upon time to time. For example, on 20th date, 9 September 2025, I did maximum amount of spending, and then it is less. And then here you can see that the trend, how the expenses are changed with respect to time. So this is our analytics tab. And then we have our last tab, that is smart suggestions. So it basically it takes the last 10 days, we can see that last 10 days expenses. Now you can see that from 21st to till now it takes all the expenses, and then we would hit a smart suggestion button, and then let's wait for a moment to for the suggestions to come from the backend. So these suggestions come from Flask API that built upon the built upon Python pandas and slide more tools. Okay, so let's wait. It takes a bit more, a little bit time, because the system is hosted on the free render server, so it is slipped down as it like as the time passes. Okay, so let's wait. Mm, it takes sometimes 20 to 30 seconds, and at that moment, till that time, let's discuss the stack used in the project. So I used Next.js. Okay, so let's come before. Here are the three suggestions that our system gives based upon the data, and based upon the data that we send in the backend, right? Okay, so let's quickly see the stack that I used Next.js for the front end and the backend part. We use Mongo for to save data, Express to make the queries, and for the smart suggestions, I use Flask API and the Python Pandas tools to analyze the data. And Flask is a API definitely that interact between our front end and the back end. And for the state management, I use Justang for the global state management. So let's quickly go through the project one more time. Here is my project. I hope you are able to see it. So let's quickly go through the structure of the project. Hmm. Okay, so let's collapse it one by one, and then you can see that. Okay, so this is our project system. Just a second. Okay, this is our project overall. This is a source tab in which we have application. We have a separate part for the components and for the libraries. Our model, that is the schemas, and we have our gesture stored right there. Gesture stored right there, and then we have our styles. So I didn't use Tailwind CSS right there because I am not that much familiar with Tailwind CSS, but definitely I can learn Tailwind CSS because I have a good knowledge of design. So, here I use the simple CSS files without using any Tailwind. Still, the UI looks really good. Let's go inside the project. Here is our application. Here is our API. Here is all the routes that we have: login, sign up, and I not show the login sign up because I already signed up to the account. If you open the project one more time, then you have to log in it first using password, email, okay, and username, and then for further you can use the login part for the further procedures. And then we have this is our API that we built. This is our dashboard, all the router pages, and then we have our normal page and global CSS. So this is our front end part, and here is our schemas. You can see that there are two schema: user and expenses. This is our just and store, segregated all through all the four tabs, and styling is also segregated to all the four tabs. And we have a utility folder to handle the errors, and this is all segregated to handling errors. I use a simple system of sweet alerts to show the alerts. That is a really cool library available in the market. So this is all the project that I have. Let's quickly see the Flask API as well. So here is our Flask API that we built. So this is just a single page file because that it is not that big. So here we use Flask, CORS, Pandas, SQLite3 to save the data. So here is our first suggestion API route. So here we first of all clean the data, and after cleaning the data, then we generate the suggestions, and after that we have a second route, that is a monthly report, to save the monthly report in SQLite 3. So here we use our local DB as a database, and after that I have a history, like we can fetch the monthly reports by hitting this route. Okay, so this is our Flask API. This is our whole front end and back end project for expense tracker, and here is our live app. So I think I did the project really well. So please give me a valuable feedback after seeing the project, after running the project, and if you find any difficulty, please let me know let me know through mails. Okay, thank you very much. So that is all from my side. Thank you.